And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the introductions. This bout, scheduled for 3 two-minute rounds, to be contested in the 118-pound weight class. Introducing first, standing to my left, fighting out of the red corner, representing Estevez Muay Thai, Connecticut, this is Noemie dos Santos. And her opponent, standing to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Choke-Sabai, New York, this is Hannah Ryu.
Right here. Fighters right here. Right here. Let's go, let's go. All right, ladies, I want a nice, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the neutral corner I tell you to go to. Remain there until I call you out. Any questions over here? Any questions over here? Fight fair, fight hard.
Friday Night Fights rolls on from the Broad Street Ballroom in New York City, and we are set to go with an amateur bout between these two female competitors at 118 pounds. It's Noemie dos Santos out of Estevez Muay Thai in Connecticut taking on Hannah Ryu from Choke-Sabai. Ryu in the purple trunks making her amateur debut. Dos Santos fighting in her second bout. She is 1-0 coming in. Ari Lagami with Phoenix Carnivale ringside at the Broad Street Ballroom, along with our great Friday Night Fights production team as always.
Looking at these ladies both staying very busy. One good thing about scoring here is that you continue to score with those knees. So Santos doing a good job also of finding her own balance and taking Hannah off of hers, as you saw at the end of that exchange.
Ryu, a Jericho, New York native, making her debut tonight. Dos Santos in the red, white, and blue, actually a native of Lyon, France. She now calls Connecticut home. She's a registered nurse, actually in medical school, studying to become a doctor. And she said, I save lives by day and punch people in the face by night.
Well, right now she is in the clinch.
Noemie bending Ryu over.
It's exhausting. Very, very exhausting.
Putting all her weight on Hannah Ryu.
Also, your neck muscles tighten up, which make it a little bit more difficult to punch, and you lose your speed when your hands have been tied up in the clinch position.
Ryu takes a body kick but lands two straight rights to the face of Hannah Ryu.
What Ryu is trying to do, which is very cool, is that she's using her teep as a jab against the longer fighter.
Dos Santos enjoying a height advantage here, 5'8" compared to Ryu at 5'4". Final seconds of round one, tick away. And there it is. First of a scheduled 3 in the books between Noemie dos Santos and Hannah Ryu. Omar Estevez, a great former pro fighter under the Seton umbrella, runs his own camp now up in Connecticut, Estevez Muay Thai. That's where he trains the lady you're looking at right there, Noemie dos Santos, trying to improve to 2-0 in the amateur ranks. On the other side, Hannah Ryu with Natalie Foos in her face. The head coach at Choke-Sabai, Ryu in her first amateur bout. Started strong, did Ryu. Dos Santos seemed to exert her will down the stretch in round one. Here we go in round two.
Great job by Hannah grabbing the teep and then coming in with her own. The only thing is, Hannah being the smaller fighter, going for the head in the clinch is not her best option because she's got to reach up and she loses her balance a little bit.
Again, Dos Santos in the red, white, and blue, 4 inches taller than Ryu, 5'8" compared to Hannah at 5'4".
I want to see Hannah snap her punches out instead of paw out. See, when she paws out, that's when Dos Santos has the opportunity to throw her punches over the top. You can see that here. Nice body punch there by Dos Santos as well.
Ryu caught the teep try by Dos Santos. Now it's Noemie.
Now she's going to get a little bit of a warning here from Chris Wagner about plowing, right? So you grab and you can strike, but you can't walk forward with your opponent. So that's what he's telling her here. And see that teep? I love Ryu's teep. You know, when she uses it as her jab, just to keep Dos Santos at bay, it works for her.
Dos Santos leaning on Hannah once again.
Nice 1-2s by Dos Santos, keeping Ryu in a corner here. Good, so she's letting her out, but coming to that side, but she's staying busy. Good jab.
Final 10 seconds of round
There's
number 2.
There's that beautiful teep. I love Ryu's using that teep well. Want to see how Dos Santos adjusts to that teep in this round.
Noemie heads back to her corner. Omar Estevez surely referencing that consistent teep from Hannah Ryu. This fight hanging in the balance as we steamroll towards round number 3 on Friday Night Fights. The latest installment of the longest running Muay Thai series in North America. Happy you could check us out, folks. Ariel Agami with Phoenix Carnivale and the great Friday Night Fights production team. Shout out to one of our camera operators, Victoria Harrington, celebrating a birthday tonight. Happy birthday, Victoria. And another excellent crowd on hand at the Broad Street Ballroom. Natalie Foos, always fun to watch in the corner with her fighter. She is very animated, very intense, and not going easy on Hannah Ryu despite this being her amateur debut.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about Natalie, man, is she will check you in the middle of a fight and let you know what's up, if you are right, wrong, or need to move and adjust.
We're underway in round 3. In a very close fight thus far, both women doing some good work. Noemie Dos Santos in the red, white, and blue, representing Estevez Muay Thai. Hannah Ryu in the purple trunks with the yellow lettering and the black top. She's out of Chaksabai.
What's great is Dos Santos wants to stay busy, and she's not letting Ryu set up those teeps anymore. She's staying on the inside range. Feels, again, you can see the confidence here in the clinch for her. Really tight position. She has the head well. Now, Hannah has tried to link her foot around, but you cannot do that. Better to have it up in front and push out and push off. Hannah's also got to work on her breathing. Her mouth is wide open, which is very dangerous.
And again, this Hannah's debut, so this nerves and possible inexperience could cause a little bit of a shortness of breath down the stretch. We are in round 3 of a scheduled 3.
Sometimes it's the mouthpiece too. You know, if you're a smaller person, smaller fighter, you got to get like a custom mouthpiece. That actually helps a lot.
Not being used to a generic mouthpiece.
Yeah, I mean, your breathing is really crucial as you explode, right? Because this is an explosive sport. So, you know, having your mouth open in a certain position, and it can affect it a lot and tighten up your muscles too.
Dos Santos trying to seize control here.
Yeah, well, speaking of tight, she's got a really great position with her hands there, and then you can see her squeeze in. She brings her arms around. She controls the head. Ryu looking exhausted.
Final seconds here of this 3-round fight between Ryu and Dos Santos. And that's it.
Ooh.
We go the distance on Friday Night Fights. Naomi Dos Santos looking for her second amateur win in as many tries. Hannah Ryu looking for her first in her debut. See how the judges score it. Always a danger to leave it up to the judges. Never know which way they'll see it. Of course, a very close fight we just saw. And these two women leave it open to interpretation. We'll see who comes out on top. Larry Legend collecting the scorecards. We will find out who is victorious between Hannah Ryu and Naomi Dos Santos. Here's Larry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. The winner of the bout, as a result of judges' unanimous decision, the red corner, Naomi Dos Santos.
So Naomi Dos Santos edges Hannah Ryu in a unanimous decision victory. The FNF Muay Thai product now 2-0 in the amateur ranks, representing Lyon, France, and Bridgeport, Connecticut. This is Friday Night Fights.